I got in a question about drum solos. In this video, I can show you a kind of guidelines on how I just approach a drum solo. Because in my mind, there's not really a rule. It's just mainly a matter of taste. You know, what parts you like. And so you can use this video as a starting point to approach it and how to start thinking about or building up your drum solo. To me, there are actually two kinds of drum solos. One is for musicians. That's more technical, and you know, musicians like to hear all kind of difficult stuff, so they know exactly what you're doing. And generally, that will be about more hitting more as many kind of drums that you can hit in 1 second. The second kind of drum solo is more for the crowd, and the crowd, people in the crowd don't really know about technical drum things. They just want to feel a beat. So a drum solo for the crowd can be more groovy and more keeping something what they can relate to. That means you might not try to hit as many things as you want, but you might keep it more that they could clap along, or some more visual kind of things. I'll try to show you example from both kind of ways later on. In the beginning, I had the same problem. I always used to like to play along with grooves, with songs, but then I get into a jazz band, and then they tell me I have to solo. Having no idea what to do, in the beginning I just kind of play the groove and I kind of hit some more toms inside the groove. But then I started to listen to different instruments like the horns. You know, they use in the jazz band, you have a lot of solos going on. So I would listen to which solo I would like more and which solo I didn't like so much. What I noticed is the solos that I liked had a more like a story to it. So it's more a build up. They had an intro part, so that's more easy and a lot more space in it. They had a main part where they kind of play the solo part, and I had a climax at the end, so we had a build up to the climax. I took those ideas, what I was hearing and what I liked, and then I kind of translate them to the drums. So instead of starting off with my time to solo, instead of starting off playing fast right away, I kind of cool it down, bring the attention, because everybody quiet anyway, so they can hear the drums, and I kind of bring it down and play like a groove kind of thing, and then you try to build it up more. It depends how much solo time you have. If it's a very short time, you kind of make it more compressed. If it's long time, you take your time and, you know, take your time building up the solo till you get a climax. For example, if you're playing a song with a groove. I'll play just now, you'll play a groove going on, and then it's, you know, somebody else soloing. Most time it's like a bass man soloing or the keyboard man soloing, so most times you kind of build up already. And when it's time for the drummer to come, I like to break it down, like how you used to break down those ballads, break down with a snare, and then start very soft, maybe only snare or maybe only the kick, and depends on the mood and the song, you can build it up from there. I'm gonna show you that first part, how I just break it down and start from below. It all depends on the mood and how much time you have to solo. If it's a very long time, I might even take it, bring it down even low, and take my time, and maybe hit a little tom here and there while keeping it low, and then just taking my time and building it up more. So after I would break it down, and when I start building it up, I will come to the middle part, and that's mainly a groovy part, and I would mostly play for the crowd, because those are most people who looking and they want to see. They want to feel the groove still going on. If I go out of the groove and just play anything, yeah, they can't dance and they can't clap their hands. So I'll break it down short, have the short intro again, do a short intro, and then come with some kind of groove. I don't know what. Maybe something like that, or something totally different. Depends on the night and how it come up. So at the climax part, You know, you had your groove already, so you kind of build up, and I like to do some kind of visual thing so that the crowd could see that visual thing going on, and I just keep that kind of climax short, so then you just kind of go up, rap, bam, and then you end your solo. So let me show you from the groovy part, and then build to the climax. You see, just keep it simple. 3 parts, the kind of roughly 3 parts where you do an intro, a main part, and a climax. And if you have a very short time to solo, just do a small intro with a few knocks and build it up right away, go all the way to the climax. If you have a long time, you can take your time on the intro, take your time on the groove, get them really involved, and then end with a climax. If you do it that way, you're gonna keep kind of interesting and something going on. Because if you start at very fast right away, people might lose the interest because they've seen all that flying, and after a minute of that going on, most people in the crowd can't really relate to what you're doing, so it just sounds like a lot of noise coming. Another way I like to solo too is that the musicians kind of keep playing a little bit of thing, and sometimes give like an accent on the one. So they might bam in a drum solo, bam, pagoon, kadoon, 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 tum, bam. So you kind of keep going along with the musicians, and they go along with you too. So that kind of way they kind of keep engaged. Sometimes it's part of the song. So if you're playing a song that has those accents in it, the musician might keep quiet, but just only play those accents. Sometimes you can kind of give a sign to them for that they give the accent together with you. That kind of keep it interesting as well. Like I said, they also have the other one, the more let's say technical part, is the solo where you kind of doing all kind of maybe rudiments or kind of exercises that you usually do at home. You bring that out and play that in your solo. Let's say you've been practicing at home and you've been practicing like 2 on the hands, 2 on the foot. You can do that in your solo as well. So you go like, so that kind of sound nice too when you're just keeping your 2 on your hands, 2 in your feet. The only thing is, like what I said before, there's not really a story in it. It's just one same thing of different notes playing at the same kind of dynamic. One other trick you can do too as well is just keep your foot going 4 on the floor, and then playing 16 notes on the hands and just alternating between which drum you hit or cymbals. You could do that too, but again, that's just one thing and not really much of a build-up going on. The way you can still sneak in a little bit of build-up in that kind of way is playing with dynamics. Just play it soft first and then go up louder and louder and louder. That's another way to play with your story. Start soft and then go up louder. You can just keep your hands doing the same thing, just playing 16 notes and your foot going the same way. And you can play with the notes and the thumbs and end up with a crash. That way you still have a build up and keeping it simple with 16 notes on your hands and just quarter notes with your legs. I don't really have much footage of me playing solos on camera. I have one from a long time ago. The sound ain't really that good, but you can see me kind of ending with kind of visual things, and I'm using a double pedal on that too, so people hearing a lot of notes, the double pedal and the hands going, so they're seeing a nice climax.
On drums, Francisco, we ain't here, yo. Francisco.
So that's it. I hope you have some kind of ideas how to start doing your solos and how to approach it. And like I said, there's not really a rule for it, so you can just do your taste and do your thing, and whatever solo is come out is what you feel. Just make sure you come back. When you come out of the solo, you still stay in time. Even during the solo, remember, even if you have like a click going or no click, but keep in time so the other musicians know where to come back in. For now, I can just try to do something with some music going along and see what come out of that, because with a solo, I never know what's gonna happen. So that's it for the instruction part. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, or leave a comment if you have any suggestions.